What's up, guys? Welcome to another video of Street Credit, a place where broke college students do not exist. And again, as always, I'm super excited to talk to you guys. Please like, share, comment. I know sometimes I forget to plug those things in there, but please like, share, comment, because the more that you like, the more that you share, and the more that you comment, the more I know that you like these videos and you're getting this game. I'm super excited again to bring you on this mission with me to help over 200,000 college students graduate with excellent credit. So today we're going to be talking about the 4 things that lenders are going to be looking at in order to make an approval decision. So let's dive in. All right, so the 4 things that lenders are looking at to make an approval decision. Now, whenever you are applying for a credit card, a loan, there is a lender that is attached to that, and they're making a decision on whether or not to extend credit to you. So they're going to be looking at these 4 things to make a hiring decision. Now, of course, sometimes they're looking at more, but these are the things that I have seen people get denied for the most and also approved for the most. So number 1 is going to be your payment history, making sure that you haven't had any recent late payments within the last 6 to 9 months. The reason being is because if you've had any recent late payments, whether it was a mistake or whether it was just, something happening in life, they're looking at that as, well, first they're looking to see how far was the last late payment prior to that. And then number 2 is, if you're going to pay them late, then you're probably going to pay me late, and I don't want that, so denied, right? So you want to make sure that there is time in between your late payments. So I want to say we talked about this in another video, but if we didn't, I'm going to say it now. Communicate with your lenders if you feel that you will be late. Most of them don't even report a late payment until after 30 days of being late. So you have that time and that window to contact them and say, hey, I might be late, something happened, and they have programs in place that will either push your payments back a few months, giving you some time to get on your feet, or they'll halt those payments completely, maybe for about 6 months, depending on what type of account it is, right? So you want to make sure that you're communicating with them so that you can save yourself late payments. I had a guy who had a late payment, and it took him over 160 points on a decline. So they're looking at those things. Not only does it drop you point wise, but it also, again, takes away from the trust between yourself and the lender that you said that you're going to pay back. So they're looking at your payment history. They're also looking at your current status with accounts, meaning, do you have, for your utilization, is your utilization consistently through the roof? Do you have, and that's your credit card. So the credit cards that you use, it's more like your debt to income ratio, right? So for the credit cards that you use, is it at a 90% utilization every single month, right? Or are you keeping it below the 30% mark? So let's do it in a numerical form, right? So let's just say that your credit card limit is $1,000. Well, do you have a $950 balance consistently? Is it $850 consistently? They're looking back for the last 6 to 12 months to see what your behaviors have been with your credit cards. So you want to make sure that, hey, you're keeping your utilization pretty low on a consistent basis. Whether you have a large limit or whether you have a small limit, we're going to be talking about the one thing that changed my credit file completely once I was able to lock in on that strategy. So you want to keep your current accounts utilization pretty low. They're also going to be looking at your new accounts, meaning when was the last time that you got a new account, especially a loan, right? You want to allow that loan to occur maybe 6 months worth of payments, 6 to 9 months worth of payments before you apply for the next account. The reason being is because if they see this new loan on your account, they're like, well, hey, you just got some credit. Are you desperate? Yes, they ask that. They may not call you on the phone and say that, but they ask that, right? So they want to see some time in between your accounts to see what your activity is going to be with that account, to see can you manage that with the other bills that you have. This is why you don't want to add on a bunch of things at one time. Okay. And the last one is going to be delinquencies, derogatory marks. Do you have any recent closed off cards that you just stopped paying? Right? Do you have any new collection accounts that may not even belong to you but are on your file and may mess up your hiring? I mean, not mess up your lending decision, right? They're looking at those things. So those top four things are payment history, current status with accounts, new accounts that you have, when was the last time that you opened those, and derogatory accounts that you have. Now, most college students that I work with do not even have any negative accounts, so that's great, but I must tell you, watch your credit file like a hawk so that you don't have those derogatory marks coming in at a very important time, like, say, for example, getting an apartment, buying a home, right? So you want to make sure that you're keeping your file clear. Now, in our next video, we're going to be talking about the calculations of an 850 credit score. That is the highest credit score that you can get. So we're going to be talking about that and what you can do, understanding the points and whatnot, and what you can do to rock it on out. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.